In Beyond the Sun, players represent corporations with aspirations of exploring, controlling, and colonizing planets outside Sol system. The tech tree is unique in that advancement reveals a unique event before players select a technological advancement corresponding to the prerequisite. Each game is set up with a number of endgame conditions, which, when met, will trigger scoring. With so many space games on our shelf, will Beyond the Sun be a unique enough experience to set it apart?
Alright.
I do like the events. They're pretty cool.
They're so cool.
Or will the gameplay feel as cold as deep space?
Yeah.
Find out now as we show you how it plays.
All right, welcome to the table. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
And today we are going beyond
The sun. I'm so glad you said that.
You like
Because,
that?
well, I was going to say that.
Oh, all right.
So, that's good. I'm glad we didn't both say it at the same time.
Me too. That would have been awkward. So we're going to play through Beyond the Sun. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Set up for 2 players, and it's basically a tech tree game.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Because I know it looks, I mean, the tech tree is kind of like front and center on this thing.
Sure is.
But it is so much more about exploring space
Well, yeah,
than you may think. And
I would agree.
it looks very intimidating. It is not. We will take you through it.
Sure. Take a look at the board. So you can see this is a table eater in itself, and I think it's actually a little bit bigger than it probably needs to be. Like if the cards were smaller, you could probably shrink this down a bit.
Yeah.
But it definitely has
That's
some
right.
presence here, right? So here you've got, as we said, the giant tech tree, which should look like any tech tree if you played a Civilization Builder or a 4X space game on the computer. You also have a space system board that is, here's Earth in the Sol system, and it's got 3 randomly drawn systems from 2 decks, from the A deck and the B deck. And it has a starter system that you would also randomly choose from that will be able to colonize at some points. Because we're basically looking to research technology to the point where we can actually go and colonize other planets because we destroyed Earth. So
And
might
then
as well
go and
destroy
research other
more
planets so
yeah.
that we can advance our deck.
Yeah.
It's a big old relationship.
Big old relationship. So, simple enough is you set out all of your techs, right? So you've got all your level 1 techs that we put out. Your level 2 and level 3 techs in the tree are actually events. So events will occur every time one of these is researched, which is pretty interesting. Before we actually go and draw out the technologies that would go into place. You want to go through the 4 techs that start? And these are randomly placed out.
Absolutely. So we have our narrow beam lasers, which is going to help us jump and travel through space. We have advanced robotics, which is going to help us automate some things and gain ore. We have advanced genetics, which is going to help us create population. And we have terraforming, which will also help us travel around space and colonize planets.
So we have like the fledgling tech.
Yes.
Where we're just getting into space. We've got space travel down, but we're still getting better at it, right? So we can go, at least we can explore, but we've got to do a little work before we can really start terraforming some of the bigger stuff, right?
Right.
The goal of the game is essentially to achieve achievements, right? And there are 4 different achievement cards out here. Now, in a 2-player game, you only need to achieve 3 of them.
Correct.
With all of us.
Collectively,
Collectively.
yeah.
So it really could be me getting all 3, or you getting all 3, or you 2 and me 1, and or me 2 and you 1, doesn't matter. But any one of these that can be achieved. So 2 of them are played in every game, and that's these with the orange border. So colonize 4 systems. So the first one to do that would put one of their achievement markers on that. You have transcendence, so research your first level 4 tech. So as soon as you do that, you put a token on there. Now these top 2 ones were randomly drawn. Reach the last level in one of your production tracks. And we have 2 of those.
Great.
Only one of those is available in a less than 4-player game. And the final is called
Posthumanous.
Posthumanous. Is move 2 or fewer supply cubes, to have 2 or fewer supply cubes left in your total supply.
Wow.
That is like really having a lot of stuff out on the board, and that'll make sense as we
Yeah, a lot of this
play.
ends up kind of culminating at the same time. So
Yep. So not only do we have a massive track on the board, but we also have our own player boards, which are basically storage for all of our resources and tracking for all of our production.
Correct.
So we are lush with supplies, right? So columns A through F. Well, you only have A through E.
Yeah.
So, and these are the advanced boards, so they're
Yeah.
they're a little more asymmetric for each of the nations. They're like corporations, they're not really nations,
Right,
right?
yeah.
So on these boards, you've got, like I said, you've got your supplies, which you will grab from left to right unless told otherwise, and you'll put them back from right to left unless told otherwise. You've got a population track for food. I'm sorry, a production track for food, which is directly related to population growth, and then a production track for ore, which is directly related to how much ore you can produce.
Right.
We each have 2 asymmetric abilities, again, because we're playing with this special board.
Yes.
And do you want to go through your ability?
Sure.
Who you
Yeah.
are?
So I have the Nishida Ostergaard Corporation. And my first ability is once I automate 3 discs, and what that means is that I'm placing these discs actually up here on the automation track, and that'll make more sense as we play. Once I've done that 3 times, starting the following turn, whenever I research a level 2 or a level 3 technology, I can pay 1 ore to jump 1 time afterwards, so to help me get around space a little bit more. I can do that once per turn. The second ability, I have Sentient Hive Mind. So the first time that I reach level 9 ore production, which means I have to come all the way to the end to reach level 9 ore production, I immediately use my rightmost supply in order to research an already revealed level 2 or level 3 technology without any prerequisites. And the prerequisites we'll get into in a little bit once we start talking about that. Yeah.
All right, so I'm the United Nations of Soul. So my first, and this already starts unlocked for me. It's a passive, but I can only do it once per game. So once per game, if I do a resource trade, and that's during the production phase, I'll explain that in a minute, during the production phase, and make at least 3 exchanges of any combination in that trade. So I make 1, because you're allowed to do as many resource trades as you want.
Right.
And if I could do 3 of them, string 3 together in 1 production action, I can automate one of my food or my metal productions to jump 2, which allows me to move one of these up here, which is good.
Right.
And it also lets me move a ship around the board, which is also good. So that can happen at any point. I just have to be able to achieve that. And then my advanced one is called the Android Exchange. So the first one's called Transglobal Trade. Second one is Android Exchange, where if I unlock level 8 food production, which is right here, I can pay a population as though it were ore at a 1-to-1 ratio. So it's like people for ore, because they're metal. They're
I don't want to know why that.
Well, they're
is able
androids,
to be used
so
as
we can recycle
I
them
guess they're
to make
recycling.
ships. Because in this game, food or supplies are to people as people are to ships.
Right.
Think about the people pilot ships, the ore
Yeah.
creates the ships, and that's really kind of the relationship in this game, and it's very simple. So that is it. That's the board. We've got this far left action selection space. So
Yes.
you want to go through what
Yeah,
those actions
so I can
are?
go over those. So these are going to be our basic spacefaring actions. Now, as we reveal our technologies, we'll have additional actions that we can take. But these are going to be our basic actions from the beginning. First, we have obviously researching level 1 technology, which what we'll do is take our little hexagonal cylinders, I guess, and place them where we want to take our action, and then we'll be able to take that basic action. So we can research our level 1 technology. We can pay 2 ore to research a level 2 technology if we've met the prerequisites to do that. And then we have our jumping around space action, so we can jump 2. Optionally, we can turn one of our population, kind of as Anthony just described, into a level 1 rocket ship and put that out there, and then jump 2. We're always going to start our rocket ships on Sol system unless we have presence on the shipyard station out there, right?
On the shipyard system,
yeah. But in the beginning, we're just going to be starting on Sol system. And then finally, down here, we can turn a supply into a population and gain 1 ore. And we can do that unlimited time. So in our game, the first person to take this action is going to be free. And then for these 2, the second and third actions, we're going to actually pay an extra ore to take those if somebody's already taken them. But we have our terraforming guilds down here, and these are going to be additional actions that we can take once they're revealed, but they can only be revealed through the tech tree. So like we mentioned, there's
Yeah.
events that come out. Some of those events are going to be reveal the Professor's Guild.
Or choose one.
choosing
Usually
it.
let you choose one.
Yeah, usually let you choose to tier 1 or tier 2. So, yeah, so we'll be able to do that eventually, but not
Not right away. Yeah. So in case you're wondering how you get rid of those, it's through the events,
Yeah.
and those will happen. Because I've had to seed the event deck with specific cards that are always in every game.
Yeah.
That actually have you reveal those, and underneath those, what it's revealing is it's allowing you to do those moves. So it's going to allow you to
Yeah.
to terraform larger tier, actually to
Exactly.
research
Like that.
larger tier technologies.
Mm-hmm.
And so on and so forth. So there's a lot of other things that we're going to be able to do, but in the future.
in time. Yeah.
So the way the turns work is we basically take an action, which is you have to move your pawn and take an action. And you can't leave it on the same hex you're in, but you can move it to the hex next to you if it's available on the same action. So if I had taken the research level 1 technology, I can take it again my next turn as long as your pawn isn't blocking the other space.
Right,
So you
exactly.
can repeat actions as long as there's space to do that. The fourth action, creating a population and gaining
An ore.
an ore, as many people as want can play on that. You don't have to pay that extra ore if
Right.
you use it to double up on it. So you could technically just stay there and do that, which is kind of weak, but I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
So to look at the tech tree, once we do our action, and the action is going to help us research, going to move stuff around, all that stuff, interact with the board. And the second action we take, so you take your action, and then you do production. And the production is based on your player board. And at the start, we each get one worker, and one, we'll call it
One
a population, and
yeah.
one ore. As you start to unlock these, or start removing these discs, you'll eventually start being able to increase that that production of population and ore as you
Right.
go along. And that's part of the automation tracks. You'll be moving them up there. You'll be moving discs out onto planets and all that stuff. And that's how you clear that board off.
What's interesting about this is you'll see is if we do not move our population and our ore tracks, or our food production and our ore production tracks, we may find that we have nothing left in this column. And if we haven't made it to reveal this column yet, we don't have access to these other supplies. So that's something that we have to keep in consideration
Right,
as well.
because population growth points you to a specific supply line
Exactly,
that you have
right.
to pull from.
Right.
The last bit of setup, so for our boards, is every player starts with two population, and they'll
I
have
turned them into a rocket.
one more cube out here to put one level 1 rocket on Soul. These look like dice, but they're technically just cubes, and you don't
Right.
ever roll them. But one side has population, one side has a supply, and then there are 4 sides with ship levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the highest level ship you can have is 4, and that really comes into play when you're controlling planets, and you go to colonize. So that's it for that setup. The real quick about the production, the
tech
tech tree is that we don't have any techs researched. These are available, but we don't have any population assigned to them to own that technology and to be able to use it, right? If you don't own and can't use that technology, you cannot research anything ahead of it. You just follow the lines and see what you can do. Some have requirements to have both lines branching off before you can do it. So, for example, if you want to research this one, you need to have both of these because it requires both
Right.
prerequisites. And that's going to happen throughout the rest of it. As long as you follow that,
Yeah,
it's pretty straightforward.
right. I'm just saying, there's actually a lot to this game.
Yeah, there's
But it is pretty straightforward, though.
yeah, there's a lot to explain, but I think
You'll get
that
it.
covers
Yeah.
all of it, and
think
the
it
rest
does.
is just
Yeah.
strategy.
Yep.
All right, so with that, you're player 1. She'll be player 1 for the whole game.
Yep.
Again, we're going to play until we achieve 3 of these achievements, and then the game ends as
Yep.
long as the round's
Back
over.
and forth.
And that's it, and then you just add up your points.
Cool.
All right.
Okay. All right, so I'm first. Yes, I'm always first.
You are always first.
All right, so I'm going to go here. And I will research level 1 tech. So how I do that is I take one of my available population. So I'm not taking from my supply. I'm taking from my actual population. And I go up here to narrow beam lasers. Lasers. And that's it. And now these cards here have immediate text on them. It's in red here. And for the narrow beam lasers, I immediately gain 1 ore, which I will take from here. And I can upgrade 1 ship by 1 level. So I have 1 ship out there. I'll just upgrade that to a level 2. And now I have available for my use that action for future turn. Now, the second part of my turn, again, is production. So the way we do that is we can either produce on population growth or production, or we can do a resource trade. Now, the resource trades work by doing 3 ore. You can change a supply into population. For 1 ore, you can change a ship into a population, or you can completely get rid of a population in order to gain an ore. We're not doing any of that. I am going to do my ore production. No, maybe I'll do my population growth because I need some population. So again, I'm going to look here at this A column. So it's A is going to give me 1 population. I have supplies there. So that is going to give me 1 population. But I'm done. And that is my turn.
All right. I'll do a level 1 as well.
Okay.
And then all you have to do, it just costs a population to research. And I will do, I'm going to do advanced robotics because I am a robotics company.
Okay.
And I will automate 1 of these gears. So I bring it up to the automation track. And then I will gain an ore.
Okay.
My next action will be to gain population, same as yours, from the A stack. Your turn.
Okay. I'm looking at our planets that we have over here. Okay, I think what I'll do is go here. Maybe I'll use my new narrow beam lasers. Narrow beam lasers. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say. All right, so I can pay 1 ore to change 1 of my population into a level 2 ship, and then jump 3. So I'll start here in Seoul, and then I'm going to jump 1, 2, 3 up to DX Cancri.
DX Cancri.
All right. All right.
Okay. So now you have control of DX Cancri because you are the highest level ship.
Yeah, I am.
So you actually get to place an outpost here.
Yes.
On that symbol.
Okay, and it is, and all of these will tell you what type of disc you can put down. Some of them you can put your ore production, some you can put your food. This one takes ore, which is why I went there. So I'm going to put that there.
All right. And it has this, if you put a disc here, you may pay 1 ore to upgrade one of your ships on this system by 1 level. So 1 ore to upgrade that to a 3. Do you want to do that?
1, 2, 3. I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
Pay the ore?
Yeah, I guess I will. That's fine.
Pay the
I'm
ore.
thinking, because the thing is, I'm thinking about each of these planets has a colonization value as well, and you have to have the ship value equal to or greater than the population. But in a lot of cases, if you have more than, you end up losing that extra. So I'm like, do I want to do it? But that's fine. I'll do it. Okay, so now I do my my production. I will go ahead and do the ore. And I still only get 1 ore, don't I?
You only get 1 ore.
Okay, maybe I'll do population instead.
Okay.
I'll just drain my population here.
I'm going to take this again. So if you want to move me to the other one, just so that we're consistent.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down and do terraforming.
Okay.
So these level 1s, they have no prerequisite. You can just do it. So I'm going to get to convert a good or supply into a ship, level 1 ship in deep space.
Ah, that's great.
So I just put a ship out there in the middle of space.
You just popped into the middle of space.
Just there. He's just there. All right, and I'll make another population as well. So
Okay.
Your turn.
All right. I'm going to go back here as well to spacefaring. And I'm going to go here also to advanced robotics. And I'm going to automate 1 of my discs. I'm going to gain an ore immediately. And then for my production, I will gain 2 more ore. Because now I've uncovered my second ore.
All right, so now that we're blocked here, I obviously can't do it. So I'm going to have to move. So I will go and do a... Now, I don't have enough... Oh, I do. I have enough tech to research that one, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So move me down to that level 2.
Sure.
So I'm going to pay 2 ore, and I will move, do a research action on this level 2, because it does not have a prerequisite for both, just that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so first things first, we reveal the event.
Yes.
So we have Maya Chaturvedi, Visionary. I gain 1 supply into a person, so my population just went up. And then I can choose to remove a Tier 1 guild cover tile below the basic spacefaring box. Each faction can now access the uncovered guild action.
Cool.
So this is what we talked about earlier.
Right.
And I will unlock the Terraforming Guild.
Okay. So now we are able to terraform for a cost of 4 ore and 1...
Give up 1
Give up
population.
1 population.
I don't know where they're going, but they're going somewhere. So now I have to pick a level or Tier 2 technology. So there is a Tier 2 technology deck off to the side of the board. Now, what you have to pay attention to now is that the tech that's coming off of the level 1, this is going to be a scientific tech because it's blue. So you've got militaristic, scientific, economic, and commercial. Mm-hmm. So you've got your 4 types of tech. So this happens to be a scientific technology, so it has to be blue. So I've got to go through this deck until I find a blue tech, and I'm going to start drawing cards until I have at least 1 blue symbol on the left side. So there's 1. Now I'm going to draw until I have another 1. Oh, boom. So there's 2. So this stays off to the side for now. Now I get to choose between the 2 of these. So do I want space-time anomaly studies, which allow me to jump 2 right now, and then the action on it would be pay 3 or jump 2 and then research a Tier 2 technology. If you control 3 or more locations, after the jump, you may do a Tier 3 instead. Oh, interesting. Or biosynaptic network. All right. Choose 1. Repeat the immediate bonus of any revealed Tier 2 tech, even if you don't have the technology. Oh, that's pretty cool. And then automate something.
Automate something.
And gain 2 ore. Wow, that's a pretty good one for an immediate. I'm going to do that. So I choose the one that I want. It's going to be biosynaptic network. And I'm going to take these 2. They're going to be randomized, and then they're brought back to the bottom of this deck, unshuffled. Unshuffled. And that is it. So now I get my immediate, which is I'm going to not repeat a Tier 2 because this is the only one. I'm going to automate something. I'll automate my machine and get 2 ore. And now I get to do production, which I will get 2 more ore. Because now I've revealed 2 ore. Your turn.
Okay. All right, I need people. So I'm going to do a weird thing. I'm going to go here. And now, again...
That gets rid of people, right?
It optionally, you can turn one of your people into a ship, yes,
Okay.
but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to jump 2.
All right.
But I'm not going to jump 2 with 1 ship. I'm going to jump 1 here and 1 over there. Can you put me over there?
Up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what this lets me do is because I have control in both of these places, I can get rid of a disc here, and I can get rid of a disc up here, up there. Over there, actually.
Oh, sorry. That's right, up here. Yep. So now you control the only other system with a shipyard.
Yes. Which means I can bring ships out there if I want to.
You can.
So, okay. Yeah. That's really all I wanted to do. Because I want to bring out, so I can bring out 1 from here and 1 from my B column.
That's correct.
So 1 here and 1 here.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I'll do then is, I guess I'll do a Tier 1 research if you can move me up there.
Sure.
And I'll do the top one, narrow beam lasers.
Okay.
So I'm going to gain an ore, and I'm going to upgrade 1 ship, 1 level. So I'll upgrade this guy to level 2. And then I will produce. I'll take another dude. There we go. Your turn.
My turn. Okay. So I will go here back to my narrow beam lasers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pay an ore to turn one of my people into a ship, into a level 2 ship.
Okay.
Which I can now launch up there
You can.
if I want to.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get a jump of 3. So I could go like 1, 2, 1, 2, and like waste another jump, I guess. Yeah. So that's fine. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to launch him from here.
Mm-hmm.
And I could go there too. That's a pretty good one. So the thing is, this is a great planet because it gives you 6 points, which is cool.
Right.
But that one gives you 2 points, but you get to draw the top card from the 3 deck and use it as your private
That's the private tech, yeah.
which is like
It's pretty good.
pretty good. So it's sort of a right now type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that. So I'm just gonna jump both of those guys over here,
Okay.
and then I get to put a chip out there, a food chip, and that's it.
Okay.
So I will produce 2 more population, and it is your turn.
Okay. So then, what can I do? I can create a ship. Yeah, and then move. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Or I can research tech. So I'll do a research a level 2 tech.
Okay.
I'm going to research this one.
Oh, okay.
So I'll put a guy up here, and I'm going to pay. How many ore is it? 2?
2.
2 ore. So let's see what the event is. Economic boom. You can choose one of the following. Each faction gains can turn 1 supply into a population. Each faction gains 1 ore, or each faction may kill a population to gain 2 ore.
Can we recycle them?
All right, I'll do the population. So you get to gain a population.
I get to gain a population.
Yeah, it's an economics boom
That's great.
because I choose what everybody gets.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do the same thing now, but this one's a militaristic. So
Yeah,
we're going
only
to look for red. So there's plasma cannons. That's good. Mass cloning. No. 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 Yes. Okay. So these are going to go down here for now. So we can either do exo alloy refinements, upgrade 1 ship by 2 levels, and then you may choose 1 automate or turn 1 supply into a level 3 ship, then jump 1. That's actually really good.
Jump
That's
3.
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do plasma cannon.
That's
No,
jump
that's
3.
the action. I'm talking about the free thing.
the
I
free
get.
thing. Yeah, that's
Yep.
pretty
So I'm
good.
gonna mix these up randomly and then put them back under here, bottom of the pile. All right. So my instant is I get to turn 1 supply into a level
3 ship.
3 ship and then jump 1. So he's gonna jump right here,
No!
which is then gonna push you out into deep space because he's higher.
It is.
And I'm gonna remove this. You take that back.
Yep.
And replace it with one of my own, of my choice, and I'll use that. So now I control that planet.
That's good.
And then I do a production, and I will take ore, 2 more ore. And now it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to go here. And... Oh, yeah. All right. I'm going to go there and go here. And that's it. And then I'm going to make 2 ore. Your turn.
Okay. So then I'm going to take this terraforming action,
Of course you are.
if you don't mind.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm going to do is pay 3 ore, and I have to get rid of...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can do it. Don't you worry. I have to convert somebody back to a supply, so I bring them into the farthest right. So that's my population cost. And then I can convert, as long as I have enough ship strength to match the colonization level, level 3, and I do. This turns back into a supply, because your ship is now gone. But I do take this. I also place 1 more token, and it could be either one on top of this stack, because
Yeah.
that's like the full colony now.
Exactly. Yeah.
And this card becomes mine and stays in my tableau. So once you do it, you get a reward. So I can take one supply from my rightmost supply and create a level 2 ship automatic.
Nice.
Right,
And
that's
you're
all.
going to bring out a new
Bring out a
planet
new
system.
planet in A. So here we have Procyon. Draw the top card from the Tier 2 deck as your private deck.
Okay.
My production
Yes.
is now going to be to take. I can take from B now because I unlocked that. There you go.
All right. Well, I really kind of wanted to colonize as well, but I don't want to spend the extra ore to do it.
Yeah, that's tough, right?
I know. It's kind of crap, but that's okay. I'm going to do it anyway. I'll just take this one then. This is why it's great that this like terraforming guild comes out. So I'm going to pay 4 ore. I can pay it to my own stash over here. And do exactly the same thing, except up on Y's 15, 41,
you have to
22,
kill one
50.
of your guys too, unfortunately.
Well, he's just going into...
He becomes a supply.
manufacturing.
So these ships also get scrubbed
Okay.
back. But you do get this, and you get to
Yep.
draw the top card.
I sure do.
You get to put another
I get to draw the
token
top card from the
3.
level 3 tech
in.
deck.
There you go. That's your new private tech.
Private tech. Wormhole technology. Yes.
Is that good?
This is great because from now on, your ships only need 1 jump to travel anywhere,
that's
except
good.
when leaving Sol or deep space.
Oh, that's cool.
Immediately, I get to turn a supply into a level 2 ship and gain 1 ore. And I'll just put that up at the shipyard system up there and jump 2 ships to any locations. And I'm going to jump both of these guys to this location. Can you
Okay.
jump him over there?
Yep.
Thank you. There we go. Okay. And I can put an extra thing. Now this planet only gets plants.
You can do whatever.
So...
The second token you
Oh,
put
can always
be
be whatever?
either. Yep.
I think I've not always done that. Okay, so it can be that. All right. That's it. Now I get to do my production. I will make 2 more ore.
2 or
2 ore. Either
what?
or.
either or. Eek.
Far
All
Space
right.
Foundry was such a good game.
I'm going to do Plasma Cannon if you don't mind.
Plasma cannon. Good guy.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just pay 2 ore, and I'm going to get to turn one of my guys into a level 3 ship and get 3 jumps.
Okay.
All right, so let's see how we want to do this. So we'll go 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
And I'm going to take over 2 planets. So we're going to go, let's do food and food.
Okay.
So I am done with that. And now I get to produce. So I'm going to produce people, which will get me 2 people. 1 person, 2 persons. Your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pay 2 ore to research this tech.
Right.
So, Tyler Lee, entrepreneur prodigy. You gain 1 ore. Okay, great. Then choose and remove a tier 1 guild cover tile below the space rank box. All right,
so
so
you get
we only
the-
have 1, so we're going to do Professor's Guild.
All
That
right.
makes sense because it's a prodigy, right?
Yep.
So now we can, for 4 ore, remove a person, we can research level 3 tech.
So we can do
which
3
is
tech.
Great.
As long as we meet the prerequisites.
Okay,
so we
so-
are going to. So you've got 2 colors coming up here.
Yeah, so I have red and blue. I'm going to research blue, science.
Science. So there's
There's
one.
one.
There's a red and blue. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's good. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Wow. Wow.
Where's all the blues?
Right there.
All right, cool. So what do we have? Let's see. Space-time anomaly studies. 3 ore to jump 2. Wow. 3 ore to jump 2. Then research level 2 tech. If you control 3 or more locations after the jump, you can jump 3 instead. That's pretty good. Human experiments. I like this one. I like the human experiments.
Yeah, that one's a pretty good one, actually.
Yeah. That's really good. I just don't like the immediate bonus on this right now for me. 2 people to do a level 3. I'm actually going to do the space-time anomaly, not the human expand. No. Well, it's all jump stuff. You know what I mean? All right, here, take this one. I'll do human experiments instead. The thing is, it lets me upgrade up to 2 ships by 1 level.
Right.
Which is fine. I mean, just upgrade both of those to 3s, I guess, and I'll just hang on to that for a little longer.
Okay.
And then I get to put my population out there. Okay.
Fair enough.
That works. And so I will do... I'll do ore.
All right, great. So I'm going to do tier 1 research.
Okay.
My guy here. Automate 1 food. And then turn a supply into a person. And I'm going to get ore, so it's 2 ore. Your turn.
Okay. I am going to use my narrow beam lasers again. This is like my most used action, I think. I'm going to do an ore, and I'm going to turn one of my population to a level 2 ship, and then I'm going to jump 3. So I'm going to start up here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
and take over that. That there.
Okay.
And then I'll do my production, and I will make 1 person. I really need to get rid of that other thing. You know? It's not great. It's
right.
really not great, actually. So I'll do 2 ore instead. All right, your turn.
All right, I'm going to take, I'll do a level 2 upgrade.
This one.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to pay 2 ore, and a person will go here. And I will make... I'll make it a green, actually. So
okay.
see, that's economic. Experimental prototypes. Each faction picks the leftmost cube and rolls it like a die. So you actually do
never
roll.
roll the die. We have done this in the
Yeah,
past.
we have. I forgot. All right, tier 2 ship.
Okay.
All right, so what did you get? Tier 1 ship?
I got tier 1
You
ship.
gain 1 person,
Okay.
so he becomes a person.
Okay.
Any other ship level, place the ship as on Sol as a level 2 ship.
That's great.
Wow.
As a level 2 ship.
Yeah. If you were a supply, you would have placed the cube back and gained 2 ore, which would have been nice. That's experimental prototypes.
All right.
I do like the events; they're pretty cool.
They're so cool.
So now I get to choose, and I decided I was going to do economic
Yes, you
green.
did.
So we're looking for green.
There's
so there's
one.
1 and there's 2. Very
All
simple.
right.
I may do full-on green.
Wow,
Yeah,
look at
cloning.
Cloning. That's happening.
Yeah, so automate that, and then make a person, or choose up to. Oh, okay.
They're all so good and so
Yeah.
balanced. It just depends what you're trying to go for.
I'm going to do psionics research.
I love this game so much. I can't keep it in.
All right, well. All right. I'm going to automate 1 food production.
You automated so many things.
Because I am so good at automation.
Oh my
And I'm going to get 2 ore. Your turn.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I really need to start automating some stuff.
You really do.
Okay, I'm doing this. All right, I'm going to colonize a planet. A planetary system. So 3 ore. I'm going to colonize Lakyle. Is that what it says?
Hey, Lakyle 935.
9352.
So here's some supplies for you.
Thank you.
And here's a ship. So now you get to move your pawn and take an additional basic
I sure
spacefaring
do.
action.
I sure do.
so you
But
get
most
another-
importantly, I get to do this first, which I need
Easy
to do.
Aquari just came out. Very
Easy.
nice.
You're an easy Aquarius. All right, cool. So I did that. Move your pawn, take an additional basic spacefaring action.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could take one of these guys.
Yep.
And do I want to turn a person into a thing? I don't really want to pay extra ore to do that. And I'm not... Oh, actually, I guess I could do that. I could do this. I'll do this. It's fine.
Okay.
There you go. I'm going to put this here, automate this guy, and then turn a supply into a person. Why not?
There you go.
And now for my production, I will maybe create 2 more people.
Okay.
Why not?
That sounds
Your
like
turn.
a plan.
Yeah.
All right, can I have my Poland, please?
Sure.
All right, so I'm
What
going
are
to do
you
some
doing?
psionics research.
Oh.
So I'm going to pay 2 ore, and then I can get rid of 1 person into supplies. And then I get to research a level 3 technology. Where do I have a prerequisite? Top.
Up here, yeah.
Right there I can do. So, galactic census. You choose one. Discard this event with no effect. Or I could turn a supply into a population displace event near the achievement board. Cards for the game end effect. At the end of the game, each faction gains 1 victory point for every 2 population they have left.
No.
Not interested. So I am going for militaristic here.
Yes, that is your only choice.
There's 1, and there's 2. All right, so I could either have a mercenary fleet, which does a whole lot of things. Colonizes, it allows me to get a tier 4 ship, or I could do a capital ship, which lets me build a lot of ships. Wow, that is serious ships. That's a whole lot of
So
ships.
many ships.
Yeah, I like the capital ship. I do like the beam on that one. So I'm going to put this in the pile here, randomize these a little bit, and then right back in the stack. All right, so I have capital ship technology, and I immediately get 1 supply turned into a tier 4 ship, and I get to jump 1. So I'm actually going to jump this guy here and take control of that
Nice.
for now.
Easy acquiring.
Easy, it's easy.
It was a pretty
acquiring.
easy acquiring.
It was. And now I'm going to get people, because I'm out of people. So I get to turn 2 into people.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
All right. I am going to research. I'm going to do this. Boop. So I'm going to get rid of 2 people. Back to supplies. And research a level 3 tech myself. Over here, where I have prerequisite. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Monolith construction. You choose one. Discard this event with no effect, or gain 2 ore, then display this event near the achievement cards. At the end of the game, each faction gains 1 for every 4 ore they have left.
Wow.
I'll do that.
You want to
That's fine.
keep that out as a extra
Yeah,
point?
why not? Because I kind of want the 2 ore
Oh, okay.
right now. So, yeah, that was my choice, right?
There's your
Yeah.
event. So
All right,
now,
cool.
what color? Blue.
It's going to be blue, yeah.
All right, so you get either planetary scale research or
Oh, wow,
hive mind
okay.
computing.
Hive mind computing. Oh, wow, that's one of our level 4s. Eek.
7 ore.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
It's a lot of ore. But these... So you can get all the way to the end of the game, and if you haven't revealed the level 4, how to get it tech, you know? Or... for 4 ore, you can turn a person, or you can research technology. X is the number of your colonized systems plus 1. So, like, if you've researched 5 colony, or 5 systems, then you can do a level 4 tech. I kind of like that. That's pretty good.
All right.
That's better than this one. This one you need 4 ore. This one you just need, like, a lot of stuff researched. Right? But this one lets you automate. Gah! It's like decisions. All right, here. I'm going to take this hive mind computing instead. So I can automate one of these, which is going to give me another ore production.
And a
And then
jump.
I can jump one, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
So, all right, cool. So there's that. And I will take one of each of these populations. Your turn.
Okay.
Oh, and actually, look at this. So I've met my 3rd, my research envoys.
Yeah.
So starting next turn, whenever you research a 2 or 3 tech, I can pay 1 ore to jump 1 afterwards.
Okay.
Once per turn.
Sure. Sounds great. That really does sound great.
Doesn't it sound so good?
Yeah. So I'm going to go here and jump 4.
Okay.
And I'm going to jump...
1, 2, 3, 4.
No. I had an idea here.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this boots you out.
Aw, to deep space.
Tier 4 ship.
No.
Right to deep space. Oh, this is a ore production.
It
planet.
is.
So now I get an ore, and I get to upgrade. I can't even upgrade him. He's too high.
Yeah.
But that's it. So tier 4 on that planet. And I'll do production. I'll take ore. I'll take 3 ore. Wow, very good. Your turn.
Well, that's not great for me. I could make a class 2 ship, though. And then jump 3. And jump in there and take that right back.
That'd be kind of...
What?
Kind of wasteful, I think.
That's not that wasteful.
Oh, that's fine. If you really want that planet.
I do want that planet.
Okay. Then go for it. There's 2 more I can take.
No, I really want that planet. Yeah, I'm going to go here. Boop. And I'm going to pay an ore. Oops. To create a level 2 ship here. And then I'm going to jump 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2. That's all I need.
All right. That's actually pretty good for me.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad. Here.
Yeah.
That back.
These are... Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
And then I'm going to do my production. I'll do 1, 2, 3. You're up.
All right. I'm going to do colonization. Yeah, I think I'm going to colonize.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to take this action,
Okay.
where I spend 3 ore, and I lose a guy. He becomes supplies again. And we are going to colonize Procyon. So this is a strength of 4, so I only need to pay these 2. So they'll also become scrap. Oh, I forgot to fill in at D.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I have to fill in at F too.
Yeah. What are you doing?
So many. So he gets booted out. Anybody left gets booted out to deep space. And I take this. So now I get to draw the top card from the tier 2 deck, and it's my private tech. So I get Exo Alloy Refinement. Upgrade 1 ship by 2 levels.
Nice.
I'm going to bring him up to 2. Boom.
Bring him up to 4.
Up to 4. Up by 2. And then I may choose one. Automate or research a tier 1. I already have all the tier 1, so I will automate ore production. Okay, so that's my own
Put your disc on Procyon.
research. All right. Ooh, yeah, I want that. I want that.
I want that.
All right, I'm going to produce... I'll bring this out. GJ10. Good job. 6-1. All right, 3 ore. That's what I'm producing.
Cool.
Your turn.
All right, I'm going to go here and spend 4 ore at a steep cost.
You had to do it.
Had to do it.
You're a race against time.
It is a race against time. It's a race for space. It's a space race.
It is a space race.
Space race.
Feels like a space race.
And I'm going to terraform this DX
Alright, so
can
these are your
be-
supplies.
Thank you.
For now on, all your jump effects gain +1, so you get. Which
Yeah, but
you
I'm
actually
already
don't
like a
even
super
need it.
jumper. I don't even use it.
There you
Like,
go.
But I am going to put an additional one of these on there, which is going to give me an extra ore production. We got a new planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to allow me to do my production of 4 ore. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay.
All right, you good?
I'm good. You're good.
All right, so I'm going to do jump 4. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to take this. I uncovered my little B. So now I can pay people as if they were ore.
That's good.
I like
Yeah.
that.
If you can make people, which you can. Like, that's what
Which,
your
that's
your
what my
engine
engine
does, right?
is. It makes people.
It's a people maker.
It's a people engine. All right, so I put a chip here. I may put 1 level 1 ship into deep space. I like that. And that is it. So I will do production and I'll produce people. I get 3 people. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Your go.
Okay, I'm going to go here. And I'm going to pay 2 ore to research a level 2 tech. And repeat the immediate bonus of any exposed level 2 tech, even if you don't have the technology. Or automate 1 and gain 2 ore. I'm going to do that instead. And I'm going to automate this, and I'm going to gain 2 ore instead. And then I'm going to produce 4 ore for my production. Your turn.
Okay. Okay, so then I will... Okay, I'm going to do terraform. Where is it?
It's down here.
Boom, 3 ore. And crush a dude. I always have to get rid of these poor guys. I'm going to do this one.
Okay.
So what this allows me to do, and this guy turns into supplies too, it allows me to repeat the immediate bonus on any tier 2 card, even if I don't own it.
Okay.
But I would like to automate this, my last one, which then, if reaches the last level of a
you got
production
it.
track, I will claim
You booger.
that one, the only one.
Yeah, that's good. I was almost there.
So I got this, and what you do is if you don't have any, so I get to put 1 marker on it, and 1 additional. But if you run out of other markers, you actually can put a star on it. That's why
Right.
you have an extra bunch of stars. That's what they're for. So that is that. I'll go to B, and I get to produce, and I get 1, 2, 3. That's the Rose planet.
Oh, so that's the Ross planet.
Yeah. Oh, this is Ross. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Okay, your turn.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, I have so many things I want to do. Okay. Like, do you ever have, like, all of your moves flash through your head at one time?
Yeah, all the
and
time.
you're just like...
It's
And then you're like,
unbelievable.
wait a minute. Let me write that down. Okay, great. I need to go... Oh, I don't have that technology. Jump to... I need to make a big ship.
The big ship.
And then go 3. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go here. Human experiments. Let's use this. So I have to put this guy back, right, as a supply. But I get to, oh wait. Oh no, he doesn't go back as a supply. He turns into a...
No, he does turn it into a supply.
He
and
does,
that allows
and
you
I-
to create another. You're experimenting on 1 human to create another one into
I
a
need
flying
another
machine.
human. I
You
only
need
have
2.
1.
Oh, then you can't
It's
take
funny that it
action,
doesn't say that though, because on a lot of these it'll tell you like you need 3 people to take this action,
Yeah. Well,
and it doesn't say that.
Yeah, you definitely need 2 to take that action.
Yeah. All right. So I'm not going there.
And you're experimenting on these poor
I
humans.
know. It's so bad. It's terrible. But I could. No, I can't do the plasma cannon. I don't
You
have
were
that
just there, I
technology.
thought.
Plasma cannon?
Were you?
I don't have that technology.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
you
do
need to
that.
research that. Wow, that's a good tech, isn't it?
It's a really good tech. I mean, I could go back to my narrow beam lasers. I have enough ore. It's just like it's only 2 level ship. You know what I mean? Needs to make a lot more ships than that. I don't make that many ships. But I'll do it anyway. Okay, so I'll go here. I'll spend an ore I'll make a person into a level 2 ship.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll jump 3. But I can jump anywhere for 1. So I jump 1. And
Except from Soul.
Yeah, but I'm jumping 1.
Yeah.
And now I can jump anywhere.
Yes, now you can jump anywhere too.
For my second one.
Very good.
That allows me to put one of these guys out. Right? And that can take either of those.
Yep, either one.
I'll put this out.
And now you can move your rightmost supply to
into
A.
column A, which is going to
nice.
go there. Yeah, it's really nice because
You need people.
I need people. So now when I do my production, I can go ahead and make all of these into people.
All your people.
1, 2, 3, and now it is your turn.
Okay. Interesting. I think I'm gonna do some research.
Are you?
Well, we've been ignoring the research.
Have we
I think
though? I think we've been doing quite a bit of research.
I'm gonna do a research at level 2. I'll
Okay.
do this one. And it's gonna cost me 2 ore. And I gotta put a guy out here. But the event is erratic solar activity. Tuck this card underneath an uncolonized system card. Factions must pay 1 ore for each of their ships that ends its jump there. That system is worth an additional 1 victory point of colonized. Take this card along with this system. All right, I want to put that right under here. So, but it'll cost you 1 ore to stop a ship there, which is pretty cool.
That's good.
Interesting. So tier 2, it is an capital. Is it capital markets type? What is it?
What?
Yellow is
Commercial.
commercial. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking capital markets.
Capital markets.
Cap markets.
The market cap.
Market cap. All right. So we're going to have modular fleets or multi-colony synopsiums. So skip your regular production phase this turn unless you have 2 or more colonized systems. Whoa. So this will research a level 3. Build up with 3 different ships and then jump 3. What? I like that. Modular fleet. Building all the ships.
All the ships.
All
Okay.
right. So there's no immediate action. So I'm going to do produce. I'm going to produce people. So I'm going to get 1 here, 1
What's
here,
happening with those?
and 1 here. They got to go on the bottom. Sorry.
Don't forget to do that.
They got to go on the bottom. All right. So I'm producing 3 people. Boom, boom, boom. And if I have 2 or fewer supplies left in my supply, I get to claim this.
Oh man! Oh my gosh, we're so close! Oh my gosh, we're so close!
Yeah, it just got real close.
No! But no! No! I have all my moves in my head.
Oh man, but you better get them out on the table because this game is about...
We're not going to be able to get them out on the table. I'm not going to be able to get them out on the table. Oh man, because either whether I do that or I do that. Oh man. All right. Well, I have so many things I want to do right now. And now I don't think of it. Now I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Because you're going to colonize that planet, aren't you? And we're going to be done. It's going to be it. No! No! Oh, man. I need like 2 more turns in this game.
It's always
I need
the case,
2
right?
more turns.
You always need 2 more.
So scrap it. Let's do it again.
No, we can't do that.
Let's do it again.
You always need 2 more turns.
I'm only 1 turn away. All right, I gotta think clearly about what I wanted to do. I think I'm just gonna go. I can go here now. I can do my human experiment now. And discard 1 person as a supply, right? To turn a guy into a ship and then jump.
A level 3
And
ship.
I'm just gonna jump him here and do my same thing, right? Go 1, 2 because of my bonus, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's all I can do.
Yeah, you can't colonize it.
Are you really gonna end it right now?
Yeah.
You are?
Why
Well,
not?
maybe I should do something else then. Something
Well, I don't
different.
know what you can do.
Well, because I really need to colonize that thing. I mean, I could tell you why.
I'm sure I could figure that out, but...
I know, but otherwise I just need to get rid of this. I just need to get rid of this. Wait. Oh. I'm getting so excited.
Are you really going to end it?
Why don't you just push me off here?
Well, I'm not. I could do that. I could also push you off here.
Okay.
Right?
Yes,
So
you could
I'll
easily
push you
do
off
that.
there.
That pushes me off
I'll
there.
push this here.
Okay.
Now, why I was so... Well, it's still not going to get me what I want. I can use my rightmost supply to research a level 2 or a level 3 that's exposed without prerequisites. And I wanted to do this one because then I wanted to do my level 4.
So you get a ship at the level 4. Yeah.
Wait, what?
So now you get to create... The instant is you can get to create one level 4 ship and jump 1.
I know.
So you could do that right now.
Yeah, I will do that right now. Not that
It's not going to matter.
it doesn't really matter.
No.
But unless... 3... What I could have done though, no, that wouldn't have worked. Because I was like, if I could jump out, you know what I mean, and kick you off that planet, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I would have had to.
You couldn't stop
I
there.
couldn't. I wouldn't have been able to do what I just did if I
You
didn't
wouldn't have gotten
stop
that
there.
second action, correct.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep. The only way you were able to bring that second ship out is by doing that.
Yeah, and this is a 4. Yeah, it's not enough to kick
That's
you
not enough
off.
strength to kick me off here.
Is it enough to keep you from colonizing though? It's not, is
You
it?
have to have more than me. Because I've already got my outpost. You have to get me out of there.
I know. Yeah. Ah, this is so terrible. But so exciting.
Well, it all comes down to this
But
one
so
last
terrible.
move.
None of you people want to sit and watch me make like the perfect move right now. So, yeah, that's really unfortunate. All right. Well, I guess I would have put him there, right?
Yeah, and you can do your production.
Because I would, do my production. With all my ore. Well, at least I have that thing out there. Would you put my... For every ore.
Yeah, collect
you get
ore.
a whole bunch, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might as well.
Yeah.
Take a bunch of ore.
Why not?
I hope you don't end it right now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not done playing this game.
I'm sorry, but
I just want to keep playing.
this is the last move. So if you don't mind handing me my little, little
I can't believe this. Here.
hexagon
This is
thing.
happening.
So I'm going to do a terraform. Cost me 3, but I only have 2 ore. But I can pay people as ore. That's right. 'Cause I
You
can-
got me so excited.
because I unlocked my B. That's just explaining why I can do this,
so
right?
excited. Okay.
So that's 3 ore and 1 person. I have to bring back the supplies, and now I get to colonize GJ1061. Good job. Bring those supplies back. You're gonna come home.
No.
Come to your home. I will put this here, and then I get to put 1 tier 3 ship into deep space as a reward. My production, I will take 1, 2, 3 ore.
That's well played.
And that's the game.
Well played.
That ends it. So we got a score.
I just want to... Can we just go for second winner?
Second winner. Winner, second dinner.
Or like just for example...
We don't know
If
who's
we
winning.
could have
I
kept
didn't.
playing-
I didn't win the game.
Well, I know, but...
I just claimed colonized 4 systems. That's
I know,
why.
but you claimed all of those, and I didn't
Third,
get any. I know, this ends it.
ends it because it's the end of the round because I was second player.
Well, here's what I wanted to do.
Well,
I
I
was
just tally
gonna-
up the scores first, and then we can talk about that.
I know, I'm so excited.
All right, so we're gonna do some scoring. Yeah. Scoring
Take
is
us through the scoring.
it's easy, but it's not easy.
It's easy, but there's a lot of it.
There's a lot of things to score, and I want to make
Right.
sure we don't miss them. And there's no scoring pad,
Yeah,
which
that's the one bad
I
thing.
kind of like scoring pads,
I love scoring pads.
which we don't have. But I just follow this little thing, and it tells you what to score. So for each faction scores 1 point for each of their level 1 techs. Right. So we
Okay,
score the
here
board
we go.
first.
1, 2, 3, 4. We each get 4.
So I got 4. I wish I could keep track of this somehow. Each faction scores 2 points for each of their level 2 technologies. Right.
Yeah, you're gonna get quite
3
a bit.
points for 3. So
Yeah, so just count up your points basically on the board.
okay.
Okay.
All right. Now count your privates.
I'm sorry.
Private technologies 2 or 3.
Oh.
That's a 3. 3
Alright.
points. So you got that
Okay.
in your head? You
Yep,
know where you're at?
I got it.
All right. Each faction scores points for their level 3s. If they have like certain level 3s that have specified, like end game points.
Yeah,
But we
right.
don't have any
Yeah.
of them, right? I'm sorry, level 4s.
Yeah,
Level
we don't
4s are all
have-
end game points,
I
by the
know,
way. Yep.
yeah.
Each faction scores points specified on the level 4s. We got that. Each faction scores points specified in their automation track. So add however many points you got up to. 22. Okay. It's all in my head, and it's really hurting me right now. Each
You
faction
can use the
scores.
calculator, just we won't watch the baby for like
Each faction
5
scores
minutes.
points for their colonized systems, indicating the bottom of their system cards, right? Okay, I'm okay now. Yep, that helped my math out a lot. Each scores 1 point for each of their uncolonized outpost discs on the system. Each non-controllable location scores 1 point for the faction with the highest military power.
That's you.
Each faction scores a point for the event card that provides points.
Yeah, huh? That's 4 to 1, right?
So I get
Okay.
none. You good?
Yep.
Each faction scores for each event card. Yeah, so we did that. Each faction scores points for their achievements.
Yeah. You took it away. Of course you won.
Okay. I have 52 points.
I only have 36.
Wow.
Can we-
Also because I had a bunch of planets.
Well, you had a bunch of planets. You got all the things before I could get
Yeah,
to
that's
them.
like
And the thing is,
10
like,
points right there.
I'll be honest with you, the 2 that we had come out for these extras, they only have 1 spot. So even though I did both of those,
Oh yeah.
I couldn't take them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I was just about to colonize 4 systems. I was just about to take a level 4 tech. So I was
Yeah.
right behind.
You were right there.
And it's a lot of points. So I'm not upset about it, actually. You played well, and it's a lot like I just
We didn't even get this whole side of the board. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's go talk about it. Okay.
All right.
Here's the thing. You slaughtered me in points in this game, okay? Which is fine because I won the last time we played.
I don't keep track.
But that's okay. I do.
Clearly.
But the thing is, like, I have so much fun with this game. Like, you don't, like, even though, like, I didn't win, right? I still look at my board and I'm like, look at the
Hey, we all
stuff
feel like
we did.
we all feel like winners at this table, right?
We do. We're all winners at this table. No, we don't always feel like
No, we
winners
don't
at
always
this
feel
table.
like
That's a lie.
That's true.
But no, like you look at your board and you're like, wow, look at everything I've uncovered. Like I did all the things that I wanted to do. I was so close to meeting the goals. And like it's always comes down to this. Like it always ends much more quickly. Like just as you're thinking to yourself, ooh, like this is coming to an end very quickly. Somebody plays something that like brings it to an end within the next turn. So this happens all the time. You kind of just have to be ready for it. And I never want to stop playing. Like I just never want this game to end. Like I just want to like keep going until my board is clear.
Here's the draw of this game.
Yeah.
It's that you want to finish the tech tree. And you don't always finish the tech tree.
I know.
Because it takes a lot. Because you could. Oh, you know what?
What?
Yeah, no, sorry, we did count that. Never mind.
Yeah.
The thing is, you never really get a chance to finish it because you have to pay attention to the space board. So you have to. Not only are you uncovering technologies, but you've got to use them.
Exactly. Right.
And by using them, you're pushing the game forward.
Right. And the thing is, you're not like. If you're taking your turns to use your technologies to do space stuff, which is what you should be doing, you're not researching.
Yeah.
So if you're not researching, you're not uncovering the things that you need in order to actually, like, I was so excited that we actually brought out something that would bring us the level 4 tech, because sometimes when we play, we don't uncover the one level 3 card that lets you bring out level 4 tech.
We got stuck
so
on that.
I was like, yes, and I've got an ore engine, so I was like, I'm gonna bring out some level 4
And we got
tech.
lucky that we got
And it didn't happen.
that tech for level 4,
Yeah.
but we also didn't unveil the 2 events that take out the guilds.
Exactly,
Because the
which would
guilds
let you do
allow
it
that.
as well. Yeah, the Metascience Guild lets you bring out that level 4 tech as well. It's a little more expensive, but it lets you do it. So yeah, I mean, you don't always get to finish the tech tree. I think that the game's a little deceiving because at first glance, if you don't know anything about this game and you haven't watched our playthrough, you might look at it and go, well, it's just building a tech tree. Like, how fun is that? You know, because real estate wise, the tech tree takes up a lot of space. And the spaceport is very small, but very important. I mean, this is area control. This is like your movement.
Yeah.
You know, this is colonization. And it's just like that piece of the game is sort of, it's literally off to the side. So it's easy to overlook this as just a dry, I'm just going to push cubes and turn my cube into different things. And, and that's not at all what this is about.
No,
at least not for me.
It is not. And it's and that's where, like you said, it's very deceiving. When I first saw this game being played, or just pictures of it, you know, pictures come across your Instagram or your Facebook or whatever, and you look at the game and you're like, these plain player boards with just cubes on them, and then you've got this board that just has like, that looks like a tech tree.
Because it is.
And and people we know, when you bring up this game, like, oh, that's a tech tree game, that does not look interesting at all. This game does not look interesting at first glance at all. We're not even going to sugarcoat that. It just doesn't.
Right.
After looking further into it, I realized there was a space board, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. At least there's something else going on here besides just building a tech tree. Like, how fun could that be? But the fact that the tech tree determines how well you do on the spaceport, and it manipulates your ships and your economy, and the whole way everything works together. You don't even realize this is a tech board when you start playing, because there's so much more going on, and so much more that you're thinking about, that I look at it now and I think it's beautiful. And I see, like, and it's got a draw, and I'm like, I really love the way it's laid out, and it makes a lot of sense. I wish I could squeeze it down a little smaller. You know what I mean? Because it does take up a ton of real estate that I don't think it needs to. I think you could really, like, just squeeze it a bit, and then I'd be fine with that. Maybe even make the spaceport a little bigger. Right. But it's because it is small, but the other side has 4 planets instead of 3 for a higher player count. I get that. But what a game.
And what I like about the tech tree as well is that it's not just, like, a lot of times you'll get, like, kind of plain Jane tech. It's just like, now you can produce 5. Now you can produce 10. Now you can produce, you know what I mean? So it is a little boring. But I love that first of all, you're determining what you're bringing out. And there's rules about it that keep it organized and structured. But you're kind of directing where that's going. A la probably typical tech trees. But the other thing that's cool is that you're getting those immediate bonuses. So you're weighing, like, the immediate bonus versus something that's going to be out there for everybody to use. You know, so if you're playing this kind of, you know, thinking about what's going to help or hurt other people, that you have to take into consideration as well. So it's just
but here's the rub with that.
Really,
like, you create a technology, you research technology, and you know that, okay, so now it's available for other people. They still have to research it before they can use it. They can't just use it.
Exactly. Right.
Because you're looking at my plasma cannon going, oh, I want to take plasma cannon. Like, I can't take it because I didn't research it. Like, do you want to waste that turn?
I know.
Researching it. Right? Because it's a whole turn.
I know.
But it does give you a lot of bonuses to be able to start taking those moves.
Right. Yeah. I can't say enough how much I enjoyed this game, and I don't know if it's because my expectations weren't super, super high to begin with. But as we started, I actually started reading the rule book for this while we were on our trips. We were on the road trip, and I just started, like, reading through the book. And I'm like, wow, this looks like a lot of game. Like, it looks very intense. It looks very dry, you know. But as I'm reading the rules, I'm like, well, this actually looks kind of really good, you know. And
but even then, you still weren't sold.
I wasn't completely sold until we sat down and we played it.
Put it out, and you're like, oh, we're going to play that one. I'm like, yeah, I want to play this one. Because I really like the space games that Rio Grande puts out. I like them all. And I'm a sucker for them. I don't know why, because every time I look at them, I'm like, they look kind of dry, but I play on them like they're wonderful. And this one doesn't even fall short. But you played it, and you were like, that was a good game. I have been like, can we please get this? Like, what else do we have to do? Because I really want to get this to the table. To film and to share with all of you guys. I would probably go as far as to say this is at the present moment. I'm trying to say if it's my favorite. This might be my favorite space game. Really?
Right now.
That's good.
I'm thinking about whether, because I really like Alien Artifacts.
Okay.
I think I like, they're two completely different games.
Yeah.
You can't compare the two.
Mm-hmm.
But as from just an experience standpoint, I mean, you've got games like you have all your Mars games and stuff like that, and like our Vidal Cerda game we played
On Mars, yeah.
was really, really good, but in a different way. What I like about this is that it's not overly complex to the point where I feel like I need to be like on my game to figure it all out. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which sometimes I'm in the mood for that, but I like that I can picture us bringing this out with a wide range of people explaining it so that they don't have to like learn it themselves, and being able to access this a lot of times on the table.
Yeah.
And I just really, really enjoy it. I really love this game. And I don't always say that,
No. So.
but I do.
So there you have it. I think we really kind of just committed to really liking this game.
I guess so. Yeah. Well,
And I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Look, you saw the playthrough. You got to watch and see how the game plays for sure. Not sure if you still think it looks dry just by the looks of it, but don't let that fool you.
Yeah.
This is like a medium / heavier medium game. It definitely leans more to the heavy and the mediums, but I wouldn't say it's more than a medium weight.
I wouldn't say so.
Because it really, or medium complexity. I hate to say weight.
Yeah.
Medium complexity, just because it takes a little while to learn the rules, but it's very intuitive once you start playing it.
It is extremely intuitive.
Because there's only so many things you can do. And I love a game where there's just a few things
That's
you can
exactly
do.
it. That's
but there's
exactly it.
so many possibilities.
That's exactly
There's so
it.
many games we
Yeah.
play anymore
Right.
recently that there's been 1,000 things to do and 100 minuscule rules to remember about each of those things.
Yes.
And it's
Thank
just
you. Thank you.
too much for me to wrap my head around. And it's like I feel like I have to take notes to do
Right.
things because
Well, and it makes it like the complexity of the game anymore is not in the strategy.
right.
It's in remembering a bunch of tiny little rules that might change and could
That
change
could
depending
change the outcome of
on all
the
kinds.
game.
This is like all the rules are on the board.
Yeah.
Like everything's notated.
Yeah.
I
I don't really have to decipher
You
anything.
can spend your time thinking about your strategy. If somebody takes a spot that you wanted to take, there's probably another spot that you can take. It might cost a little bit more, or there's something else you can do.
You can shift your strategy and it won't cost you. right?
Exactly.
Like if you're
Exactly.
struggling on the spaceport, just research more stuff.
Right.
You're going to get points for it. Like
Yeah.
spend your time there.
Right.
It's not going to hurt you that bad because they'll be spending all their time on the spaceport.
Right.
So you've got to pick your avenue
Yeah.
and you can win that way.
It's
so
good.
you're not tied into just one thing.
Right.
Leverage your faction's abilities, right? Like I had a people faction, so I just kept pumping out
Right.
people to the point
Yeah.
where I was able to empty my board and start fulfilling these things.
Right.
So
That's good. Excellent. So good.
excellent,
Okay.
excellent game.
Yeah,
we
excellent
can't
job.
recommend this one highly enough. This
Yeah.
is one we picked up at the at our local game store
Yes, we did.
because it was it's just really tough to find. And the minute I saw it, I was like, I'm
Yeah.
getting it. Like I
Right.
need this game because
Yeah.
I've heard about it. I love all their other space games.
Uh-huh.
This is a no-brainer, and
Yeah.
this is probably the best one of the bunch,
Yeah.
hands down.
Cool.
So, all right.
There you have it.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this playthrough. We're going to leave our first comment as always locked.
Yes.
If this video influenced your decision on whether or not to own the game, please give it a thumbs up
Yes.
and leave any questions or comments below. And we'll see you next time.
We'll see you.